Welcome to the Village Board of Trustees meeting. Today is September 21st. It is now 7:05 p.m. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us also remain standing and think about the 2 lives lost on the thruway early this morning. It was 2 first responders from the Feist Volunteer Ambulance Corps. If we could just take a moment and think about them and their family. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to have a roll call vote. Trustee Girard. Unmute yourself. There you go.
Present. Sorry.
Present. Roll call. Trustee Alpert.
Present.
Present. Trustee Meegan-Corrigan.
Present.
Trustee Barone.
Present.
With us also is Village Clerk Amy Paffenroth and Rob Magrino, Michael Genito, and Richard Glickel. Okay, the next workshop meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, September 29th at 7 p.m. Please note this meeting was rescheduled from Monday, September 28th. And the next regular scheduled village board meeting will be held on October 5th at 7 p.m. Everyone good with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, that's the regular.
Okay, it is now 7:08. Like a motion to open the continuation of the September 8th, 2020 public hearing to authorize the village to address property maintenance conditions at 27 Hillside Drive.
All right, Mr. Mayor, if I could just jump in. I'm getting calls, interestingly, from Randy Ortiz, who's trying to sign on but is having problems because of the change. He's a village code enforcement officer. If he's having problems, I would imagine the general public is having problems. I will note, I did speak to Mr. Anselmo twice today, and I gave him all of the sign-in information. I gave it from what was on the village website today. So I don't see him on. So I have concern that with the glitch here, that, there's a problem with the public hearing. So my suggestion would be I hate to do this, but we just don't know if there's other people who want, I just got the new link at 6:55. So I think it would be prudent to put this over. Again, I do it reluctantly, but, just under the circumstances, it wouldn't be fair to frankly continue with the hearing if people can't get on.
Agreed.
Yes,
So
agreed.
I don't know what you want to do.
Okay, so we'll make a motion to, do we have to open and close the meeting?
Well, you open, so I would, just a motion to continue right now, basically.
We didn't go through with the motion to open, though.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go through with the motion.
A motion?
Hold on, I'm sorry. Go through with the motion to open the hearing and then close it or continue it.
Yeah, we technically don't need to open it, but yeah, if you want to do a motion to open, and I can put that on the record again. I'm sorry, I thought you had opened it.
Okay. A motion to open the continuation of the September 8th, 2020 public hearing to authorize the Village of Suffern to address property maintenance conditions at 27 Hillside. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Trustee Barone.
Motion, Trustee Alpert, second by Trustee Barone. And on the discussion, so the reason for the continuation was the glitch in the notification on the Zoom application.
Right. as I mentioned earlier, I received a call from Code Enforcement Officer Randy Ortiz has been trying to log on. He can't with his phone. If he's having that issue, I'm sure many others are having that issue. I did speak to Mr. Anselmo twice today. He called me, and I gave him the information. The other thing I was going to say, he asked that we not start until 7:15. I think it would make sense, just with everything going on, if we could move it, you know. And I know we rushed it, but nobody could anticipate this problem. I guess we should say we could anticipate a technical glitch, but we didn't know this was going to happen. But you know, my suggestion would be just to go to that workshop again on the 29th and give time for people to get the notice and call in, and I'll get the notice to Mr. Anselmo and his representatives. He has had representatives contact me as well, so that will give me time to email him and do it correctly.
If he was planning on logging in at 7:15, I recommend we at least stay online here in this forum until 7:15 so that we can alert him of the change.
No, that's fine. Again, he called me twice today. I have his number and information, so I certainly will call him. I will email his representatives with the information of the new date as well.
Are you able to see his number if he is logged on?
I am able to see his number, and I do not see it on. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so.
And he actually told me the number he'd be calling in on. We had it all lined up to make sure he had, you know, an opportunity to be here.
Mr. Magrino, is the phone number the same? I didn't check, but is the phone number the same for the new updated meeting as it was for the original schedule?
You'd have to ask Mr. Genito. I think it is the same number and same ID, but I think if you click it, you can't get on.
I know there's
I would say we had a problem with that first one. This particular meeting we created as a new meeting. So when I create that one, we'll send out it probably will not be the regular village board meeting identification.
Well, we're talking about the next one. I think he was asking about this particular one. I'm not sure if it was a different number or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, to be honest with you. But this meeting, when I went on myself, it said it was deleted. And then when I went to create this meeting, it said I was already in the other meeting. So there's something a little strange going on.
Okay, so let's give it the extra 2 minutes, and we'll see if Mr. Anselmo does call in. We can advise him of the change. Although, can we just move forward with a motion for continuing the public hearing now?
Yeah, I'd be okay with doing that because he'll, you know, he's seen what's taken place, and I'm assuming we'll put it on until the 29th, so that'll give plenty of time for him to be notified and for his representatives to be notified.
So do I have a motion to continue the public hearing to a date and time certain of September 29th at 7:15?
I'd make that motion.
Second.
Trustee Barone, Trustee Corrigan. So that's September 29th, 7:15. Continuation.
And to clarify for everyone, that's also the date of our workshop meeting.
Correct.
Just clarifying it for the rest of the.
It was Trustee Barone and Trustee Corrigan. Oh, somebody just signed in.
If you want, I don't know that Mr. Anselmo will, well, it's not his number.
It's not his number.
But he did have a representative calling in. I don't know the representative's number, but I know that.
I guess what we could say is if someone's here representing Mr. Anselmo, if they could raise their hand using that feature. I know it's *9, I believe, if you're calling from a phone. Is that correct, Mr. Genito? Star 9 is the raise your hand on a phone?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to give misinformation. So just, yeah, if anyone here that's signed in right now is here to represent Mr. Anselmo, if they could either raise their hand if they're on a computer, or if they're on a telephone, they could dial star 9. I guess not.
Okay, then.
We should go on with our plan.
There you go.
Okay, and it is now 7:15, so it's exactly 7:15.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to accepting a letter of retirement from Chief Clark Osborne, Chief of Police, effective September 18th, 2020. I have the resolution accepting the letter of retirement from Clark Osborne. Resolved, the Village Board of Trustees accepts the letter of retirement from Clark Osborne, Chief of Police, reflecting a retirement date of September 18th, 2020, non-pro-tunc. Do I have a motion?
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion, Trustee Alpert. Do I have a second?
Sadly, I'll second that motion.
Trustee Corrigan. Any discussion?
Very saddened to hear this news that Chief Osborne is retiring, but obviously I wish him well, and he's been fantastic in every regards for this village, and I'm very saddened to hear this news.
Yes.
I'm not sad for him. I want to congratulate him. Retirement's it's quite a milestone. So congratulations to Clark.
Yes.
You had a great run, Suffern. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Amazing. Amazing. Yes.
And of course, I do wish you well, Mr. Osborne.
After 30 years of service to policing, it's very commendable, your service here to the Village of Suffern. I believe I speak for everyone when we appreciate everything that you have done here in the Village of Suffern, for our community, for our children, for the entire residency. I personally commend you. Thank you for all your service, and I look forward to seeing you out and about in Suffern. Thank you, Chief. All in favor? A little round of applause. There you go. That's a good one.
Come on, guys.
Thank you, Clark.
Thank you.
It's
That
only
was good.
COVID. We can still congratulate the guy.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.
It's certainly the end of an era.
Well, you know what? I mean, you know what? I'm just going to read the letter. I'm sorry. We did the resolution. I did not read his letter. So, dear Mayor and Village Board, after a 30-year career at the Suffern Police Department, I wish to inform you that I have officially retired as the Chief of Police, effective September 18th, 2020. It has been nothing but an honor and a privilege to have served this great village for 3 decades. My commitment and love for the Village of Suffern is unwavering, and I look forward to serving this community in any capacity needed in the future. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your continued support and friendship. Sincerely, Clark Osborne. Thank you, Clark Osborne. Great job once again. Okay. No, I don't know. I'm not sure if Ernie's going to be signing in for the... Okay, well, I'm getting in touch with Judge Bonacore to come online and speak about the status of the reopening of the court.
Okay. There's an item right before that on the sewer grievance board. Do we want to take that one while we wait, or?
I'm sorry. Yep. So we need to fill a vacancy on the sewer grievance board. We need someone else there. Does anyone have any recommendations that they would like to put forward? Just email me their name and we'll reach out to them.
Okay.
Can you remind us, I apologize for if I forgot, who has resigned that left an opening?
That was Dr. Leshin.
Yes, but then we also had one that was put forward and was not, they turned it down.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And you would want to wrap that up by the workshop, correct, Ed?
If possible, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, touch on, we're just awaiting the judge to come online.
So
While we're doing that, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, sorry, Rob.
I did get a call from Derek Tarson from Legal Aid Society of Rockland County, and was calling on behalf of Mr. Anselmo, and I advised him of the adjourned date, so he was thankful. He could not get on either.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
Mayor,
Well-
I think we should ask, there are two people who called in by phone, and I don't know if one of them is Judge Bonacore. Judge, if you are calling in by phone, hit *9, and that will raise your hand on the phone, and we can then call on you.
So while we're kind of waiting for Ernie to connect in, what I'd like to find out is, now that Clark has very respectfully retired, who's in charge and who's acting chief of police?
Right now, according to the chain of command, it is Lieutenant Andy Laughlin, the senior lieutenant.
Thank you.
We will be continuing
Excellent.
this discussion, the additional discussions and questions in the executive session.
Excellent. Thank you. And thank you, Andy. Truly appreciate it. Congratulations.
Yes.
Should be joining us any minute.
And again, I'll point out, just while we're waiting, although we had the technical glitch, the correct information has been posted to the website, and we're streaming live on Facebook. I would not recommend conducting any further business, village business, but I think given where we are, it would not be inappropriate to enter the executive session when ready.
Right, enter the executive session, but without taking any actions. Would that be appropriate?
Absolutely, right, correct.
Okay.
So do we need a motion to enter executive session now?
We're waiting for the judge to see if he signs on to give us an update.
Oh, okay. Does Amy have him on the phone?
No.
Has anyone tried to reach him?
I think
Yes,
Amy.
we are waiting for him to call in. I don't know if he's having an issue.
I texted him, but I haven't heard back.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on the agenda that we can sort of cover while we wait?
No, not really.
Okay.
Does that need to be on? Were you going to take any action on that, or that was just a?
That was just an update.
So can we reschedule that for the workshop?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Well, I'll just give you a preview of the update with the appointment by only in the village hall being open by appointment only, as we previously discussed, and the cleaning and sanitizing of the building while the public is in use. That's what really the judge was going to discuss, how the sanitizing and the cleaning of the courtroom and the lobby area would be taken care of. So we have it scheduled for the court. We do it every evening after the building is closed to the public. And then we will do it every Wednesday morning before we come into work, because court is held every Tuesday. So every Tuesday, the building will be open for the purposes of court. And every Wednesday morning before our employees come in, it will be cleaned and sanitized.
Well done.
Okay. And I believe that there was going to be I believe he was going to address some personnel issue in the executive session also, so we can see if we can get him into the executive session too. But he's obviously not. I guess he's having a problem signing on.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
I'm telling him we are postponing until Tuesday during the workshop, but.
So we'll further this conversation about the court on Tuesday, if that's okay with the board.
Perfect.
Okay. So do I have a motion to enter into an executive session?
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Trustee Alpert.
And
Do I have a
the purpose,
second?
the purpose
Oh,
being
I'm
to
sorry.
discuss matters related to personnel. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes. Trustee Alpert, do I have a second?
Second.
Gerard.
Okay.
Second, Trustee Girard.
And we're phoning in, correct?
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Okay. All right. So now we're
We're coming back to this meeting though to close to close after the executive session, correct?
Well, you know, that's a good question. Can we close this meeting or not? I mean, we're not going to be taking any action because it wasn't properly noticed. Is that correct, Mr. Magrino? Or
Yes, I would be okay with adjourning this meeting. You're going to executive session, and you will not be coming out for purposes. You vote to adjourn this or close this session, and you will be not coming out for any vote or any further matters related thereto.
Going through executive session, you have to come out of executive session and then close the meeting.
That's what we've done in the past.
I'm telling you what the law is. Do whatever you want.
No, I agree with you. No, I said that is what we've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
It is there. I don't necessarily disagree with Richard. I have had not in more than one municipalities where it is voted on to not come back out, just for the vote is taken beforehand. But if you want to come back, we can come back.
we can come back in, but we're making the motion to go into an executive session. We had the first, we had the second, we had the discussion. We will come back in and adjourn the regular board meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to enter the regular meeting?
Motion, Trustee Barone.
Trustee
Motion.
Barone?
Second, Corrigan.
Corey, let me take my notes here.
Hey, Raymond Pucci's here.
Heck, it's Raymond Pucci.
It's Rob Magrino.
It's me. I got to figure out how to undo that.
Okay, there's no further business to come before the board. Do I have a motion to close?
Hey, Rob, is that the Raymond Pucci who went to Pearl High School?
Yes, it is. He's the president of the Pearl River Rotary Club, and I borrowed his ID to have a meeting.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess he was on the football team when I was a senior. He was probably a sophomore, but tell Ray I said hello.
I will. But he's out of the meeting now. I'm in.
Okay. There's
Second,
no further business. Motion to close the hearing, the meeting.
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Trustee Alpert. Second.
Second, Trustee Barone.
Barone. Okay.
Getting a lot of
Okay, all. Have a good night. See you next week.
All right. Talk to y'all soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Be well.